What's up, everyone? My name is Blue, and we are back with some more Entitled Parents posts. These parents think they get whatever they want because they want it. If you haven't yet, please consider subscribing to the channel. And with that, let's get into it. Entitled Mom wants resort upgrades for a resort she's not staying in and puts the actual safety of her nearly drowned son behind being found out. This happened Memorial Day, opening weekend of 2006, but feels like yesterday, and the details will always be fresh in my mind. It's long, but definitely an enraging story worth reading. This is my first post here. My very first legitimate job at age 16 was as a lifeguard for both the indoor and outdoor pools at a large lake resort. I had absolutely nothing to do with reservations, rooms, housekeeping, the restaurants, etc. I was an effing lifeguard. It was my third day on the job. Anybody could access the outdoor pool. And since the resort was located in a state park, open to the public, we often had people coming up from the lake and the marina trying to swim in the pool. Anybody could buy a season pass or a single-day entry to the pools, and we had 2 employees that would periodically walk the outdoor pool deck to check for either room keys or pool passes. One day, a woman that was letting her young son swim freely without any supervision was sitting at a table with an umbrella on the corner of the deck, slurping down alcoholic beverages. She kept sending her slightly older daughter over to my lifeguard stand to complain about things. My mommy wants to know why nobody has come to take another drink order. My mommy says the umbrella doesn't give enough shade and wants to know if we can move to the upper deck. The upper deck was reserved for guests of the resort and had assigned tables and chairs with umbrellas per room number. The third time this kid came up to me, without taking my eyes off the water, I told her to let mommy know that the lifeguards weren't in charge of any of those things and that I couldn't carry on conversations with anybody while keeping people safe in the pool. Daughter goes back over to mom. Mom walks over and pulls son from the water to talk to him for a minute, and then son gets back to swimming. I'm actively scanning and can see all of this. 5 minutes later, Entitled Mom comes storming over to my stand and demands that I give her a spot on the upper deck. When I refused to look in her direction and started to tell her she'd need to talk to the front desk, she somewhat quietly hissed at me about how rude I was being. Next thing I know, son goes underwater. He's in the deep end where he can't touch and isn't a strong swimmer. He was holding onto the ledge but got distracted. I wonder what by, and let go. I immediately blow my whistle and jump in, pull him up and out of the pool, and start assessing him. The other guard on duty blows her whistle and empties the water. Protocol for a rescue there. Everyone is watching. And Entitled Mom screams, "How dare you ignore my requests? How dare you embarrass my son and me like this?" She yanks her son up by the arm and starts pulling him towards their table, as I follow and tell her we need to wait on EMS to arrive, which the other lifeguard has called to the front desk and requested via radio. She screams, "He is fine and we are leaving." Son is coughing up water and crying, and I attempt to tell mom about delayed dry drowning. By now, the aquatics and resort manager are walking our direction. The managers both make it to us, and Entitled Mom is refusing to wait for EMS, screaming that she's a CNA and can care for her own son, that dry drowning isn't real, and that we can't keep them there. The aquatics manager asks her to stay long enough to fill out an incident report/refusal form, and the resort manager asks for her room number so they can be checked on later. This is when everything clicks. Entitled Mom has no room number, which I already knew but didn't have time to mention to my manager. No pool pass and no right to be there at all. She's willing to risk her son's life in order to avoid this information becoming apparent. She snuck in after the last deck check and planned to leave as the next started, about a 2-hour window. Daughter is crying now, saying, "Mommy said we were coming here to swim and get ice cream." Entitled Mom is screaming about suing me and the resort and is belligerent enough that management determines she's drunk and can't drive with her kids. Park rangers show up, followed by EMS, and the rest is out of my hands. And I honestly don't know what happened to them. I do know the family was permanently banned from the resort though. That was the first rescue I had ever made, and I was commended for it by management and other pool-goers. It was a wild Sunday. I went on to be a lifeguard for nearly 15 years, at pools and lakes and the ocean, as well as to manage my own pools. I could tell endless stories of entitled parents and children that I dealt with on a regular basis, especially as a pool manager, but this is always the story that sticks out in my head, since it was my first job and my first rescue. I've wanted to share here for a long time and thought of this story after reading a post about an entitled man demanding free upgrades over at r/Tales from the Front Desk. Thanks for letting me share, y'all. I'm always amazed with parents like that these children even learn how to walk or talk or feed themselves. Because I feel like this mom probably just hasn't been great from the get-go. Entitled Mom wants Entitled Kid to be new leader of my gaming clan. Hi everyone, leader of HGL here. Here's a story of an entitled kid trying to take over my clan consisting of 20 members all active in the USA and Mexico. EM is Entitled Mom, EK is Entitled Kid, M is me, myself, and I. I was in a game of PUBG Mobile in squads and had taken 7 kills halfway through the match. EK. Hey! Me. Hello. EK. Can I join your gaming clan? Me. Yeah, sure. You just have to apply at my email and I will let you know whether you are qualified or not. EK. Okay. Email enters my inbox. I read it and it said this. I'm applying for new team leader of HGL to be a better leader for the clan. And at that point, I started laughing. EK. What? Me. There is no way you can be leader of the clan. EK. Then I'm going to tell my mommy. Me. Fine, go tell her. EM. Gets on voice check. Excuse me? You won't let my son be leader of your game thingy? Me. Ma'am, there is already a leader and that would be me. EM. How dare you? My son can kick your butt at this game with one hand. Me. Bet, lady. We proceeded to get into a 1v1 in training zone, and I whooped his butt. It was a 15-3, and Entitled Kid started crying over it, saying, Your clan is dumb anyways, and you all get kills by hacking. I'm going to report you. Me. Good luck, and the client I use is Skill and Logic, kid. So, yeah. That is how an entitled kid tried taking over HGL. Have a good day, everyone. I mean, aside from calling his mom over to help him with a gaming thing, which is never the answer, you gotta applaud this kid's chutzpah for wanting to become leader of the clan out of nowhere. Aim big, kid, aim big. And that's all the time we have today for these entitled parents stories. If you liked any of the stories, make sure to click that like button, and if you have something to say about them, let us know in the comments down below. Also, make sure to click that bell and subscribe so you don't miss out on any more stories. Thanks for listening, everyone. Catch you later.